Yeah, so this shows the way that we change. Everything changes in our lives whenever we identify as something different. This is what the whole identity movement was about. Because once we were deprogrammed from believing we had to be what we were told, to then suddenly getting the slap in the face that, men are beating women's face in MMA sports because they want to be called a man or a woman when they're really a man. Well, it was allowed. So that being allowed shows now in our DNA, in our psyche, that it's possible to be anything you want to be. Whether you agree with it or not, it still broke the spell. So that's the positive part of that. So now, when we want to apply something different in a positive manner, that energy is available. So, again, this shows that energy grab. So the value of Edwards at this reduction, so if there was a program going around and say the birth certificate thing was accurate, so if they're trading our names and our energy on stock between 65 with the 29 on the Pythagorean, so if they're valuing us on a linear scale in the all caps at 29, but our vortex mass is we're 65, where's that 36 difference going? Well, they're taking it. And it's the same thing with the multiplying times 0. You can't have an action not have a reaction. So the reaction of adding numbers together is an increase in value when you're applying the multiplication process. So when you add a 0 and it equals 0, all those millions of value numbers disappear into the vortex and get encoded in the intersection of linear vortex math, which is our traditional Rockefeller math that needs formulas to negate the curves of the vortex, or your vortex math. So this goes up and also would have the same thing coming down, and this would be running across, and that would make a cross, and that would be your linear information intertwining with the vertical information cocked at that 23.3, 23.4 now degree